We're exploring the silent, completely exhausting reality of being the strong friend. You absolutely know who you are, right? You're the one everyone runs to with their problems. You listen, you understand, you make them feel safe. But when you're the one struggling, well, that's a totally different story, isn't it? So let's just get right into it. I'm okay, don't worry about me. Come on, how many times have you used that exact phrase when you are secretly falling apart? The psychology behind this tells us there's a really thin, kind of lonely line between being naturally self-reliant and just being trapped by your own mind. You convince yourself you can handle it alone, and you end up using those words like a literal shield against the rest of the world.
Which leads to a pretty huge question. But who supports the person who supports everyone else? Seriously, I want you to just sit with that for a second. You are constantly reminding other people that they don't have to face their battles alone. But when it's your turn, you suddenly invent an entirely different set of rules for yourself. You validate literally everyone around you, but you keep your own pain entirely locked up.
Part 1. The hidden cost of independence.
You know, we tend to think of independence as this grand, sweeping personality trait, but it really shows up in the tiny, quiet, almost ridiculous moments of our daily lives. I'm talking about struggling to carry 15 heavy grocery bags in one trip rather than asking for a hand, or stubbornly refusing to ask a coworker to just quickly check a spreadsheet for you, or trying to fix a broken appliance completely unassisted when you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Someone offers to help, and boom, before you even process it, you instinctively say, "It's okay, I got it," even when a huge part of you is just begging for someone to notice you're tired.
Section 2. Why we build defensive walls. It is absolutely crucial to understand that your refusal to ask for help isn't just some quirky little habit. It's a deeply ingrained protective mechanism. Let's look at the past. Maybe you desperately needed someone to notice you were struggling once, and nobody did. Or maybe you did take a leap and opened up, but you felt completely misunderstood, or you trusted the wrong person and instantly regretted it. So look at where you are now. Your brain learned to protect you. You simply stopped expecting people to show up. Because self-reliance, it just feels so much safer than risking disappointment. And because of that, you might be stuck in this incredibly exhausting internal tug-of-war. On one side, we've got the strong identity. Because you almost never show when something's wrong, you get labeled as the strong one, the fixer. But on the flip side is the hidden struggle. Actually asking for help directly challenges that entire identity you've built. You end up feeling guilty for needing the exact same kindness you freely hand out, wondering things like, if I need help, does that mean I'm weak? Are people going to stop depending on me?
Section 3. Redefining what true strength means.
If we're going to pivot to it actually healing here, we have to completely overhaul how we view independence. There is a massive, fundamental difference between hiding your pain and actually handling it. Listen, sometimes the strongest people are just the ones who've gotten really, really good at hiding their struggles. You smile, you do your work, and absolutely nobody sees the sheer amount of energy it takes just to hold everything together. But truly handling pain? That means knowing your limits and actually having the courage to reach out.
Strength does not mean being alone. I really want to let that sink in for a moment. Even the people holding everyone else up need a safety net too. Learning to ask for help doesn't mean you failed, and it absolutely 100% does not erase your independence. It just means you are finally allowing yourself to receive the exact same grace and understanding you give away to everyone else.
Which brings us to Section 4. Small steps to safe support.
So, we need a safe, totally manageable pathway to start letting people in, without triggering that horrible fear of being a burden. Here are 3 incredibly practical, small steps you can take, starting literally today. Step 1. Just notice when you feel overwhelmed with a tiny task. Catch yourself in the act of struggling unnecessarily. Step 2. Pick just one safe, trusted person in your life. And Step 3. Ask for a ridiculously minor favor. We aren't talking about a deep, tearful, emotional confession here. Just ask them to hold a door, share some meeting notes, or help carry a heavy bag. You are basically just building the muscle of receiving safely.
The absolute crucial takeaway here is this. The goal is not to stop being strong. The goal is to stop believing that being strong means being alone. You can still be highly capable. You can still be fiercely independent. And at the exact same time, you can let someone be there for you.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Will you finally allow yourself to receive the kindness you give everyone else? Try taking off the armor just a tiny bit today and see what happens when you actually let someone help you carry the load. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.